Happy holiday. Wait, you didn't know it was a holiday? It's Homebrewing Legalization Day, October 14th. You may be aware that in America in 1920, a little law went into effect called Prohibition. And Prohibition made it illegal to make or drink alcohol in the United States. Unless you were, one of those privileged folks who was able to score a prescription for some whiskey for that that troubling cough. Most people had a very difficult time getting access to alcohol during Prohibition. Now, that's not to say that alcohol just vanished from America for 13 years. No, in fact, there was a lot of basement and bathtub brewing that went on because, people like a good drink. It's important to unwind after a day in the mines. Well, Prohibition ended in 1933, and effectively, winemaking was legalized. But you know what wasn't legalized? Making beer at home. When House Resolution 1337 came across President Jimmy Carter's desk in 1978, there was a little something extra snuck into H.R. 1337, and it was a legalization of home beer making. A lot of things get snuck into bills here and there, and while this wasn't the sneakiest act of legislative somersaulting, it was not the primary focus of the bill. However, it was in there, and it was signed by President Jimmy Carter, and the nation celebrated as American craft brewing was about to take off. And take off it did. After that, hundreds of books were written on homebrewing, recipes, gear, equipment, practices, and hundreds of home brewing clubs sprung up all over the nation. And some of those groups are still operating today. In 1978, there were only 100 breweries operating in America, and now there are over 9,000. So on this October 14th, as you crack open a cold one and enjoy an evening with friends or family, you might just pour a little bit out for President Jimmy Carter and the fine legislators who got H.R. 1337 through into law and made our hobby legal.